The last train to Elmswood. It was 11:47 p.m. when Maya sprinted onto the empty platform of Elmswood station, her breath fogging in the cold night air. The last train was due in 3 minutes. She clutched a worn-out envelope to her chest, its edges soft from years of hiding, waiting. Tonight, she would deliver it. Elmswood wasn't on most maps anymore. It was a tiny town, tucked between forgotten hills and rustling woods. The station itself looked like it belonged to a different era: wooden benches, a flickering lantern, and a station master who seemed as ancient as the tracks. The train screeched into the station. Maya boarded the only lit coach and sat by the window, the envelope never leaving her grip. As the train moved, she noticed something strange. No one else was aboard. Not a single soul, not even a conductor. She tried to shake off the unease. The letter in her hands had waited 10 years. It was written by her older brother, Arjun, who had vanished one rainy night without a trace. The only clue he left was this envelope marked, "Delivered to the last train to Elmswood." Maya had ignored it for years, until the dream. A week ago, she had seen Arjun in a vivid vision, dressed in the same blue hoodie he wore the day he disappeared. He whispered, "It's time." The train rumbled through a dark tunnel, then emerged into a golden twilight. But this wasn't the countryside. Maya saw buildings that shimmered like glass and trees that glowed with soft blue light. The tracks curved into a town that looked otherworldly. The train stopped. A tall man stood on the platform. His eyes met Maya's, and a smile broke across his face. "You finally made it," he said. It was Arjun. Maya stumbled out, too shocked to speak. He looked the same, not older, not younger. Time hadn't touched him. He explained that 10 years ago, he had boarded this train by accident during a storm. It wasn't just a train, it was a crossing point between worlds, a place where lost things, and sometimes lost people, found their way. But the door closed unless someone came looking. And Maya had finally come. She handed him the envelope. Inside was a drawing, a silly sketch he had made of them as kids, holding hands and flying over rooftops. On the back, in her handwriting, "Come back when you can fly again." Arjun laughed. "I think I can now." The town of Elmswood faded as they boarded the train together, this time heading home. And as the sun rose, a train pulled into the regular Elmswood station. Maya stepped out, alone. But she smiled, because the letter was gone, and the weight she had carried for a decade had finally lifted. Arjun was still out there. But now, he wasn't lost. And neither was she.